Hey everybody, hopefully you can see me good. I'm in Mexico. Hope all is well. I know it's early. I'm gonna go live again this weekend, but it's pouring raining in Mexico, so I can't do too much. I actually just came out of the rain and I hate being in the rain, right? So I was like, oh, let me go on live, do a live, see who comes on, talk to y'all, and then I'll come back on again probably this weekend sometime, depending on how I feel. But it's gonna be like just us talking about chosen ones need to let go. Okay, chosen ones need to let go. I also want to talk about how this retrograde eclipse energy got people bugging. A lot of weird things are going on. I want to check on y'all and see how y'all feeling. If you don't catch me now, then we'll definitely talk about this more over the weekend. But yeah, so I'm in Mexico. I'm in Playa del Carmen. I've been here for 3 days so far. And it's nice. It's just that the weather is funny. Thank God yesterday it was sunny. It was windy at the beach, but I'm so glad I was able to get to the beach yesterday, because today it's like pouring on and off. Like, you can't really do too much. I ran out of money, meaning ran out of cash. I have money in my bank account, but I don't have money in hand. Let me tell you something. When you come to Mexico, bring enough cash with you. But the reason why I don't have enough cash is because when I went to the bank, um, they were acting like I wasn't gonna get hi. They were acting like I wasn't gonna get my exchange money in time before the trip. So I was just like, let me just get $200 US pretty much. Happy birthday, Chloe. I was like, oh, let me go get like just $200 because the teller was like, oh, I don't think you're gonna get the money. Why did the money come the next day for me to pick up? So she made me nervous, and I was just like, dang, I don't know if I want to, get more money, but I should have got like $400 pretty much. Your love? Oh, wow. Okay. I guess your love is beautiful. But anyway, so one thing, make sure you get smaller bills because these people will rip you off. Like, I like Mexican people. It's cool. I understand people trying to hustle and stuff like that. Hello. People want to hustle, but it's just like, stop trying to hustle me. I'm from New York. You're not about to hustle a hustler. Like they'll do like overcharge you for taxis. I cannot wait until Uber and Lyft comes to Mexico. I feel like the taxi people are getting off. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. The housekeepers in this hotel, they're really, really loud when they're cleaning. They're like slamming doors and they don't clean light. So if you hear like banging, it's the housekeepers on the floor. Hi, Emmanuel. Oh, you're from Poland? Hi, Poland. I'm in Mexico right now, but I am from New York. So I try to support the locals, and I just spent my last on this food, and I already taste a little piece of it, and I think the food is old. I'm gonna keep it real with you. They gave me this pepper sauce to go with my tacos. I just dipped my finger in there. It tastes old. And this was probably like these three tacos cost me, it probably was like maybe $7 or $8 US, but I paid in pesos, right? Look at this. It doesn't look appetizing to me. That might look good to you, but they didn't even grill the onions. Like, I don't know. I have bad luck when it comes to tacos in Mexico. I've been here before, but it's like I never had good tacos in Mexico. So please, if you've been in Mexico, put me on where the good tacos at. I tried the taco stands. I tried the restaurants. It's just like, it's not good. It's just not. I think maybe I'm just too Americanized, but it's just not good. Like even the beans they gave me, I just taste it. It tastes old. It's like, are y'all not selling food? That's why you giving old ingredients. Like what is like, are you struggling? The meat don't taste too bad, but I don't think I'll get sick. But I'm definitely not touching them beans. And I'm mad I dumped all those beans on top of my yeah, and I can't even use the sauce. You said New York is beautiful. Some parts of New York, I feel like my city is magical. I feel like New York is magical. I don't feel like um beautiful. I mean, there's some beautiful places in New York that you'd be like, oh my God, am I in New York? But I don't really like walk outside my house and be like, oh, New York is so beautiful. Maybe like when I'm flying back into New York and I look down at the New York skyline, nothing hits like a New York skyline, okay? And you just get that, we be like, New York, I'm back in New York. Like, it's just that feeling. It's like there's no skyline like New York City. Like, it just sucks the Twin Towers aren't there. But let me taste this taco. I'm gonna try to give it a chance, but I'm mad that I wasted like $8 on this and I'm probably gonna throw it out. You're from India? What's up? I want to go to India, but I don't feel I'll be safe in India. Mm-mm. It's not good. That is not good. Um, I'm gonna leave Playa del Carmen tomorrow. I think I'm either gonna go to Tulum or I'm gonna go to um back to Cancun because I'm kind of over Playa. Playa is nice. It's a beach town, but I kind of feel like they've Americanized it for white tourists. And this is something that bothers me, like, sorry, that chicken's so dry. Now, I do have a tamale. I never ate a tamale before. Have you ever had one of these? So I think this is corn or banana leaf, and then it's like chicken in some type of sauce inside. So I'm gonna show y'all that too. Hopefully this is good because I haven't ate yet and I'm starving and them tacos are gonna go probably in the trash. Um, and I'm fucked because I spent all my cash. Like I only have enough cash I have 10 US dollars left that I can take a taxi tomorrow to get to downtown so I can get to a bus that takes me to back to Tulum or Cancun. And there I can exchange money, get money tomorrow. But right now, because let me tell you something. If you buy food here, hey Jesse, if you buy food here in Mexico and you say like you want to use your debit card, your credit card, they're gonna charge you $17 for the exchange rate. Are you fucking crazy? 17. So imagine you're gonna just get 3 tacos for $10. So now you have to pay $27 when you can exchange your money at the bank for $6. Oh, so this is a agua fresca. Now they have fresh agua fresca, but I didn't have enough coins to do that, so I had to get one of these from 7-Eleven here. But let me try it. I've already tried it. It's good. Agua fresca is basically like fresh juice, but this is like the store version. This is guava. Oh my! Oh! I bought a mango. I went into this shop. I don't know the name of this mango. Have y'all ever seen this kind of mango? Like they don't have these mangoes in New York or certain parts of America, but I'm actually allergic to mango. But I was like, oh, maybe if I eat this mango and not the one that's like green and red, maybe I'll be all right. So I went into this shop and guys, it made me want to cry because all the fresh fruits and the fresh vegetables, they don't have that. Not even Whole Foods in New York looks like that. Like it's grown from like, local farmers. Like the fruit and the veggies were the bomb. Mango's famous in India. I didn't know that. Do your mangoes look like that? Like this? Because this is a small mango. Usually they're big. I forgot the name of this. I actually took a video of it I don't know the name of this mango, but it smells good. I'm not gonna eat it on camera because I want to put it in the fridge. I want like a cold mango, so I'm gonna eat it later. Um, but yeah. Oh yeah, and I got this bag at the grocery store too. Isn't that cute? I am a huge fan of Frida Kahlo. I love her. And I don't know how much this bag was. I think this bag was probably like, I don't know, $5, $10, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, so this Mercury retrograde. Oh yeah, let's try the tamale. They did give me some paper here, so I'm gonna put this paper here. Do y'all have tamales? Thank you. Do y'all have okay, I grow on my side honey in Trinidad. Oh, we have a lot of Trinidadians in New York, a lot, and Guyanese people. Like I can get Guyanese food, Trini food, like that's very easy. Indian food actually is very easy to get that. So this is a tamale. I've never had it, guys. Wish me luck. It feels, thank you. I actually got them from Rainbow Shop in New York. I think Rainbow is like within the States. I think they might have it in DR. So I don't know about this tamale. So I'm taking the paper off. I don't know. It looked burned. Let's see. Let me show you how it looks inside. So this is what it looks like inside. I don't know if you could see how it's looking. Okay. I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm trying. Like I've been thinking like I want to move to Mexico, but I really want to like embrace the culture. You know, I feel like you shouldn't move somewhere and like disrespect the culture. You feel me? Like you should try the local foods and stuff like that. But they don't play me with them nasty ass tacos. I'm sorry. Them tacos is horrible. Horrible. A waste of money. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find some food later from somewhere. There's actually a black owned business not too far from my hotel. Hopefully they take debit card. I'll try to get down there later if it's not raining. Because they're supposed to have like a gathering tonight, pretty much. Oh God, guys, let's try it. Oh no, I'm nervous. I don't know. So it looks like chicken. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. Man, get your ass out of here, bitch. Disrespectful ass. Corny ass out of here. Anyway, nope. I don't like it, guys. So I don't like the tamale. I don't like it. Yeah, it does look like doubles. It does. It does. But doubles is good. Ooh, I wish I had some doubles right now. The chickpea one or the shrimp one. Oh, I love curry. Nope. No, I don't want to disrespect Mexican culture, but yeah, tamales is not my thing. No, I can't believe it. I think I spent like $10 on this food, and it's not good. Yeah, people on social media be like, "Oh my God, it's so good," but nope, I don't like it. Well, I tried, and maybe I shouldn't have tried my last dollars, but yeah. Oh well, it's all good. I'll have to find an ATM later while I eat my mango for dinner. Because that was horrible. Oh my God. At least the agua fresco tastes good. My earrings are from Rainbow Shop in New York City. They have it all over the United States. I don't know in any other countries they have Rainbow Shop, but it's called Rainbow Shop. Yeah, y'all do. I like Trini curry. I like Guyanese curry. I eat Guyanese food in New York. It's very popular. I like Indian food too. Only thing I don't like, I can't handle the spice of Indian food. It's too much. So I have to tell them to make it mild, but they don't be listening to me. I think this one was 35 pesos. I can't do the math. 35 pesos. So she had other tamales. Yeah, I don't like it. People on social media, they fooled me. They're like, oh my God, tamales are so good. That was bad. It was real bad. Oh my God. I think I will be eating that mango in a little bit because I'm not gonna be able to eat this. I spent my last. That's what's crazy about it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to find an ATM sometime today so I can at least have some cash on me, whatever. OMG, that was terrible. Let me see. The tacos. Let me see. So the tacos were 135 pesos. So that's $8.22, right? And then the tamale was 35. So actually that was $2. So yeah, so I spent $10. Yep. So I spent $10 on this food that I gotta throw out. My last $10 pesos, which is it's okay. I will hopefully I'll be able to use my card, or I think they have like a Mexican Uber or something like that. So maybe I'll be able to do that. I think there's a pizza shop around the corner, so maybe I'll be able to get like a slice of pizza or something like that to hold me till tomorrow, because that was horrible. But I try to support. They got me. They got me. Good evening. I like your hairstyle, honey. Thank you. No, I never heard of that. Oh, hey, Victors, you up in here? But yeah, so I don't know if y'all know anything about chosen ones, because that's what I do a lot on my channel. But I want to say this because I've been noticing a lot of chosen ones, and even myself, trying to hold on to people, right? And not that you're supposed to just be throwing people away and stuff like that. I just feel like I'm seeing a lot of chosen ones being distracted. You're being distracted with the wrong lovers, with the wrong friends, and you're not staying focused, right? And these individuals come into your life to throw you off. And especially with this retrograde. Oh, it's pouring raining. I'm in Mexico right now. It's pouring raining. It's horrible. I actually just came out the rain and had to change my top. I got soaking wet. My hair is still damp and everything. No, my hair is an extension. See, you can see my real hair here. So you use this to extend it, basically. You latch it on to your real hair, pretty much. It's called faux locks. All right. I don't think I will ever grow real locks because I like to switch up my hairstyles pretty much. So yeah, I probably would never grow locks, but I think locks are beautiful and they look good on me, but I get to have fun with this hair because, I get to do my own hair pretty much. You're lucky that it's hot. It's hot in you're in South Africa. Oh, that's what's up. But I'm in Mexico right now. It is hot. It's just raining. It's just pouring raining. Thank you for the compliments, guys. But yeah, so I'm just noticing with this retrograde energy, with this eclipse energy, I feel like people are bugging out. People are trying to hold on to people from their past, and it's time to let go, guys. It's time to let go. It's okay. I understand, like, if you're doing content about your ex narc or your ex who didn't love you, who didn't have the capacity to love you, but a lot of you are holding up I'm looking everywhere. That's where I'm looking. Hold on a minute. I'm about to cut the chat off. I'm about to put you in timeout. Yeah. Yes, exactly, Tim. Thank you. Finally, somebody who's on the topic, right? Um, so hold on a minute. I gotta put you in timeout. We're not talking about my love life right now. You gotta go. People in the chat like, are you single? Trying to holler. If you into me, then you can just email me. Like I can't stand that. Lottie! Hey girl, I'm glad. I keep forgetting. See, I knew you probably would catch me because you're in London, so the time is good for you, right? And not you watching me at 3 o'clock in the morning like you normally do, right? I gotta drink out of this because there's no cups in the hotel that I'm at. There's no cups, so I have to chug it like that. Anyway, I hope you're doing good, Lottie. But I feel like people are tripping, right? But also, a lot is being revealed right now. Like, it might hurt, it may bother you that the people who you thought was your friends are really not. These lovers that you wanted to work out with. I want you to, I'm telling you, pay attention. When you start right now, the energy is going to reveal everybody. Do not avoid the red flags. Do not avoid the signs. Do not avoid what God is trying to tell you. Pay attention. People are tripping. People are tripping, even in public. You know what happened to me? I was the day before I left. I think it was maybe a day or two before I left. So today is Thursday. So this was probably Saturday or Sunday of last weekend. I'm walking. So yes, it was Sunday. It was the day before the eclipse. That's what it was, right? Yes, it did bring mad energy. So yeah, the hotel looks nice, but I will never stay here again. It was too many issues. I'm gonna try to blame it on retrograde a little bit, but there was too many issues with this hotel. I will never stay here again. A cool area, but I would never stay at this hotel again. The staff is nice, but nah. I'm not even gonna do a review on it. Pretty much, I'm like excited to get out of here tomorrow. It was like it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm not even gonna talk about it. But anyway, I'm walking down the street on Sunday and minding my business. I'm walking down, it's called Flushing Main Street in Queens, New York. It's like the Chinatown, one of the Chinatowns of Queens, pretty much in New York. There's a Chinatown in Manhattan, but this is a Chinatown of Queens. And the next thing you know, I literally felt like somebody ran into me like a fucking football player. And I'm in my head like, for a quick second, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I gotta fight today. Like I was just like, yo, I just wanna go pick up my shit, run my errands, go home and pack. Like that's what I was thinking. I'm just like, yo, when I turned around, it was this skinny black woman. She looked like she was no more than 90 pounds wet. Okay. She looked like she was probably in her late 60s. This is demons roaming the earth. Okay. She literally runs into me. Like this little ass woman. Okay. I'm over 200 pounds. All right. So for me to even feel her impact like that, I thought she was a big person. So when I turn and she pushes me and I go forward like this, because I'm like, let me see who's doing this first. I wasn't going to swing first. I said, let me see who's doing this first, because I feel like I'm going to have to fight today. So I go forward like that. And as I turn, She goes in front of me and goes, true story. She just starts coughing in my direction. And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And she go, oh, I'm sorry. And she goes running, right? Because my big ass was going to run after her. Guys, please be careful. I had my headphones on, my sunglasses on. I'm minding my business. I was in my zone. Please be careful. People who already are demonically possessed, people who they're not taking their medication, they're mentally ill. There's no offense to y'all who are mentally ill. Please take your fucking medication, because this eclipse energy, this retrograde energy, it's going to mess with your mind and mess with your spirit hard, guys. Stop. Do not play. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel. She caught me. See, usually I sense when someone's coming close to my body, but in Flushing Main Street, it looks like China. People, it's like hundreds. You can't walk down the street you have to like kind of walk in a line. Like, it looks like the movies. It's that tight. So she caught me off guard, right? And she lucky my big ass didn't run after her, because that's what I really wanted to do. But I thought for a second, I said, they gonna look at me as a bully because I'm a bigger person. You got to understand, when these people who are possessed, these people who have severe mental illnesses, that shit them demons in them give them superpowers. Okay, it gives them superpowers. Them skinny people, they will tear you up. All right, I have seen it. So don't underestimate a person who has mental illness or who is possessed. Please be careful. Pay attention, because you're going to start seeing a lot of people attacking people. And this is going on a lot in New York right now. A lot of women, last month got murdered, pushed on the train track, stabbed up, robbed, assaulted, essayed. It's just a high increase of this energy, guys. I'm even seeing it at work. I work with customers, and I had 2 customers about to fight. And the woman, it was Ramadan. She had on her job. She was about to fight during Ramadan. She let that woman break her peace. A Muslim woman and a Chinese woman was about to throw hands. And I said to the Muslim woman, I said, sister, just stop. It's okay. I'm just tired of them. Because, Asian people in New York, they're very rude. Their culture is different. They be all up on each other. But Americans are not like that. We don't like all people touching us in public and pushing us. They'll push each other and never say, excuse me. They be sneezing and coughing. They don't cover their mouth. They have a whole different culture. So those 2 cultures don't mix, So yeah, customers have been fighting. My manager's walking around with an attitude. A couple of, even when I was getting out the taxi last night, the cab driver, taxi driver got mad at me. Why you mad at me? Because you don't got no change. I'm not giving you no extra 50 pesos. Fuck out of here. What you think this is? I sat right in his cabs and go get some change. They think they slick. Why would I who the fuck are you? Why would I give you 50 extra pesos? No. Are you crazy? They think they slick. They thieves, all right? So be careful, guys. You're going to have to overlook a lot to keep your sanity, to keep your peace, because people is tripping. And you never know what people are holding in from their childhood, from their mama, from their exes. They've been through a lot. So they go on one day, they meet you. Now they want to stab you. They want to flip on you. This is not just about people in our lives who we know. You're going to start seeing people tripping. Did y'all hear about that woman? That woman from the spiritual community who killed her man, pushed her 2 children out of the car. Her 8-month-old baby died on impact from pushing her children out the car. And then she runs into a tree and kills herself. You're going to see people tripping. You're going to see people jumping off bridges, jumping off rooftops, because they didn't do the spiritual work, guys. And the energy that they released onto the planet through that eclipse. Everyone's like, oh, the rapture didn't come and this didn't happen and y'all was tripping. Y'all don't know what's going on? Y'all don't see, people don't even pay attention to the energy shift because they can't even feel the fucking energy shift. They use that chaotic energy, right? Okay, they use that chaotic energy to manifest certain things. They got you all wild up. They use the public sphere because they're conjuring up more demonic forces to be released on the planet. Just because you didn't see nothing physically don't mean nothing's not going on in a spiritual realm. But only people who can feel understand this. I felt good because I stayed my ass in the house. I decided to stay home and pack, and I relaxed, and I wrote in my journal, I released. That's what I did. I went to the beach yesterday here in Mexico. I released at the beach as well. Okay. But there was a shift, and you will start to see more violence, more people tripping, more people disappearing on you, even death. That energy, that eclipse energy brung death. Let me Google this young lady because she popped up on my TikTok, and she also popped up on my Google, talking about the woman that killed her, murder suicide, basically. Sorry if y'all hear Mexican music. Y'all already know I'm in Mexico. People playing music. Hold on. What is her name? Hold on. Spiritual. Yeah, I don't know what her name is. I think her name is. What's her name? Lipstick Mystic or something? Okay, there we go. I think I found it. Terrible. So sad. Pretty girl, too. All right. So her name was Mystic Lipstick. So this is terrible. Hold on. Let me see if I can play it. Where's the volume?
That she was heavy into astrology, and her social media accounts were full of doomsday messages as the eclipse approached.
And KCAL News reporter Tom Wade is live in Woodland Hills now. Tom, everyone wants to know who could do all of this, and why are we getting closer to learning?
Yeah, absolutely, Pat. I think everyone wants to try to wrap their minds around how a mother could do the things that she did. All of this killing spree beginning here at this apartment complex at Woodland Hills and then ending on the 405. We may never know why this woman did what she did, but we are getting a better look into her mindset in the days and hours leading up to the crimes. Danielle Johnson, seen here for the first time since carrying out her horrific murderous rampage, tossing her baby and 9-year-old child onto the freeway, stabbing her boyfriend to death, and then killing herself in a crash. All of it happening in the early hours of Monday morning. Neighbors of the victims are still reeling.
To do what she did, the way that she did it, yeah, it's just awful.
Along with Johnson's photo, we're also getting our first look at her life on social media, which police say is a focus now of the investigation. On Friday, just 2 days before her killing spree, Johnson posted on X, Wake up, wake up. The apocalypse is here. Everyone who has ears, listen. Your time to choose what you believe is now. On her website, Johnson described herself as an astrologer and an energy healer. Johnson appeared obsessed with the eclipse, posting about it multiple times, calling it the epitome of spiritual warfare.
Guys, you're going to see a lot of this. Yes, she was very pretty. You are going to see a lot of this spiritual psychosis going on with people because they're not grounded. All right. And there's people who followed that young lady who are like they're devastated. But guys, like once these spirits get a hold of your mind, you're going to see this. You're going to see, even in the Christian church, you're seeing these pastors and these people in the church, they are losing their damn mind. They was on social media crying and screaming, God is coming. God is here. God is already here. Where are you? What are you talking about? They're not in peace. Watch your friends, watch your family, watch the people you around. See how they moving. See how they moving. You'll know who's peaceful and who's scared. And it's a right to be scared. I get it, because you just don't know what's coming. All right. But get comfortable with knowing that, you know, once death is promised, we all gonna go. All right. We all gonna go. Don't ever be afraid of death. Death is a transition of where you're gonna go next. That is, if you living wrong, then maybe you are afraid of death. But don't be afraid of death, okay? Yes. Hey, Real, what's up? Real says, yes, the new chosen ones awakening and some are lost. Yes, I agree. Yeah, Miss Sweet Lady. That's also something that's sad, messed up about it, because, you know, there are a lot of people who are in astrology and spirituality, and we're not crazy, you know, like that lady was clearly possessed and whatever took over her mind, and she's gone and she killed her children. Yeah, yup, that's exactly what they trying to do, you know, and it's working, you know, not knowing she could have had mental problems. Guys, please stop having children with people who got disorders. Please stop. Please. Okay. And if you know you are sick, don't adopt children, guys. Don't have children if you can't avoid it. Please stop. Because you know you're not well. And it's unfair to those children. They already here. Do the best you can. Try to seek a community. But too many children are dying in the hands of these people who are possessed and who are mentally ill. They actually put a man in prison, I think about a year or two ago, because he knew his baby mama. They had the text message and everything. So the mother told him, I'm tired. I can't take care of her. Please take the baby. She warned him and she killed her baby. And I think they locked him up too, because it's like negligence. He knew. Stop nutting in these crazy bitches. Why would you do that? Just because she got a nice ass or she's pretty? Stop. You know these women are sick. This is not just some, oh, she's so crazy. She knows she literally has issues. She's sick mentally. Stop giving these women children. Stop giving these crazy men children too. The children suffer. They get abused. They end up dead. Stop. Y'all can't be, put a condom on. Y'all can't be that horny, guys. I'm seeing too much of this, and you're not understanding. This is something else I want to talk about. If you are suffering with mental illness, it should be a law now. It should be a law that if you're suffering with mental illness, you have to tell your partner. It should be against the law, because you don't even know what you're getting into, and it's unfair to your partner. It's unfair to your children who may come along. You also can pass out spirits to your child. I'm very passionate about this topic. You know, I live with my uncle. My uncle and I own a home together, and he's schizophrenic. And my grandmother knew there was something wrong with him, and she didn't get him help. you know, and that's why his wife left him. He hasn't seen his children in over 30 years. She married him, and then she saw that demon. He attacked her, you know, and she left. She took her children, her two children, a white lady, and she moved back to fucking Germany. I don't blame her. And she kept his two children away from him. And you know, he talks about his kids all the time. He keeps looking at like the two baby pictures of them and stuff. And I understand that is painful, but you lied to that woman. She didn't know you were schizophrenic. And guess what? His son is schizophrenic and ended up in prison. All right, so these spirits and these disorders will be passed down. Please be careful who you procreate with. Please be careful who you hanging out with. Don't be in saver mode, guys, because your best friend will flip on you and kill you. Your neighbor, you know, your lover. All right, like, I'm not trying to scare y'all. I really want y'all to be careful, because the energy is going to make these people lose it. I'm telling you, carry a little piece on you if you can too. A knife, something. A gun, something. Yeah, a lot of these people are possessed. Yeah, it's sad, Rayalite. Yup, she couldn't fight those demons. She couldn't fight them. Yup, she couldn't. What? What is he talking about? Oh God, I hate having these trolls up in here. This shit is annoying. What y'all saying? Right? Like, he just coming in my chat talking about get help. No, you get help, brother. Get help, because you wasting your afternoon on my live telling people to get help. It is a battle of good and evil. You said, Kayla? Met a Capricorn male that ghosted me on the eclipse. Your video helped me. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, you're going to get ghosted. You know, you are going to get ghosted from people because people are not comfortable in their own body. People are feeling different, but most people do not want to admit this energy, the shift. They're in denial. A lot of people haven't released. A lot of people aren't taking healing seriously, and they bamboozled you and they lied to you and they told you, oh, it was about getting that money, about getting that cheddar. It is about getting that money, but what they didn't tell you is about getting healing, getting your spirit in order, because it makes no sense to have the money, have the degrees, have the house, have the cars, have the bitches and the hoes and the men if your spirit is not in order. And I'm you know what you're going to start seeing a lot of these popular spiritualists. They're going to go downhill. A lot of these spiritualists, a lot of these people in religion, they're going to go downhill. You're going to see all this time they were the ones who were possessed. Some of your favorite spiritual gurus. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm the real deal, you know. I'm out here doing my healing work still. Yesterday I went to the beach and I was just, oh my God, that water was angry. Oh, and I noticed the birds was bugging, and I was like, oh, usually the water was more calm. You know, last time I've been to Mexico, it was just calm. No, this water was whipping. I was like, oh my gosh, the water just felt angry, but not angry at me. It just felt angry at, like, I guess what's going on the planet, so to say. And I took my crystals with me and I just put it in the water and I was just talking and I was just releasing. I didn't cry though. I'm glad I didn't cry, but I was just releasing. I sat down on the beach bed and I took a nap. And I just felt so at peace. I just left it at the water. Leave these things at the water if you can. If you got a river, an ocean, wherever you at, got a pond, a lake, something, release into the water, okay? Get down there and talk into the water. Just release it. let it go. A lot of chosen ones, y'all just holding on to a lot of shit from the past, And I told y'all last week that a young lady that I grew up with who did me dirty, we were friends since childhood, she died. She died on April 1st. And a lot of people died during, that eclipse energy. And her funeral is going to be the 21st. Let me tell you something crazy. So in her family, you know how they say deaths comes in threes? But I used to think it used to be back to back, you know what I'm saying? But it's not always back to back. Let me tell you what's really crazy. I said, I gotta look up the month of April. Why do I know a lot of people who died in the month of April, even in my family, right? Like I remember, I think it was 1997. Both my grandfathers died. My father's mother, my father's stepfather who raised him, my uncle on my mom's side, and then my aunt on my dad's side. I remember like my head was spinning, like it was like back to back 4 deaths. I was just like, wait, what? Grandpa's dead? What? Grandpa's dead? Auntie's dead? It was crazy. And what's crazy is my aunt died 2 weeks after her father died. So I had to go to my grandfather's funeral, and then 2 weeks later, my aunt dies, right? But anyway, and I believe I think that happened in April. I have to find the obituary, but I think it was in the month of April. But anyway, this girl, right? When we were college age, her first cousin, who I was very close to, I almost lost my virginity to him. Rest in peace to my friend Carlos. Her first male cousin, he died in a car accident, right? When he was in college. They went to the same college, and he went out to a party and he died in a car accident. And he died, his birthday is April 23rd. He died April 21st. Guess when this girl's funeral is? April 21st. This is scary, guys. You gotta be kidding me. She dies April 1st. He died April 21st. And now her funeral is on April 21st, right? And his father died in April as well, about 2 years ago. So that's 3 deaths all in April. Creepy, very creepy. Pay attention to that. You stay safe too, Kiki. Real says, it seems like people are not speaking anymore. They just stare. Yeah. I'm so glad you brung that up. A lot of people, see, I'm not a smiley type of woman. I don't be smiling like that, right? Is the Wi-Fi okay, guys? Can y'all hear me good? Is it glitching? Is it okay? Because on my end, it seems like it's fine. Let me know. Is the Wi-Fi good? Because I don't want to be putting this video up and it's glitching. But yeah, going back to what you said, Real. Yes, people are funky. They're not smiling like they used to. They're just kind of like looking at you, staring at you. Even here, like the last time I came to Mexico in 2021, they was more smiley. They were just more loving, but now this time it's just like people kind of being mean to me. It's weird. And I don't know. I don't know. Most people think I'm Afro-Latina. My mother was part Cuban, but I consider myself a Black American, right? It's like, so sometimes when I go to Spanish-speaking countries, they're like, oh, why aren't you speaking Spanish? They think that I'm lying. They think I can speak Spanish, but I prefer to speak English. So that's been happening to me on this trip too. And I'm like, this is weird. They're like, they're trying to see if they can force me to speak Spanish. And it's just like, I don't speak Spanish. I keep saying like, no Espanol. And they're like, yeah, whatever, bitch. Like that's how they're acting towards me pretty much, But I noticed that people are like meaner to me this time. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just blame it on the retrograde energy. And I've been having to just like calm myself down. I'm also being ignored more on this trip, where I feel like last time I was here, I was like catered to. Like everywhere, like every time I'm going to a place, I have to like, hi, can I get help? Can I get help? Like it's like people don't even see me, you know, and I'm just like, is it because I'm by myself? Like, what is going on? But yesterday when I went to the beach club, I had to call them like 5 times just so I could order my food. And it was just like, what is going on? I was like, can they fucking see me? Like this is weird. So I don't know if that's spiritual. They just can't see me. I'm not in their timeline. Like, what is going on? Like, it's strange because that doesn't happen to me in New York. Like, people always see me in New York. You know, I always get looked at or whatever. But so far since I've been here, like nobody's like paying me any mind. I know, and I'm not talking about like, oh, I want men to talk to me or like people to try to befriend me, but it's like people just kind of like look. Even when I went to this Jamaican restaurant. So there's a Jamaican restaurant here in Mexico. I know the food was good. The food was really good. Well, the jerk chicken was good. The rice and peas, the salad was trash. The rice and peas was spicy. It was weird, but the jerk chicken was perfection. But anyway, there was some black travelers in the restaurant and they didn't smile at me or nothing. It's kind of like those movies, you know, like the person stops at like the gas station in a movie, or like they stop in a small town and like nobody is smiling. Like everyone in the small town is like, they're acting like that. That's what it felt like yesterday. And I was like, what the fuck? Like no black person smiled at me. And I was just like, that is so weird. They just like looked and they just put their head down. So I'm noticing that too. I don't know if that's like a spiritual shift or it's like those people are not allowed to talk to you when you're vibing high. It's weird, but it's something I definitely noticed real. That shit is weird. Even like people I know, it seems like they're being told not to talk to me. Even this guy that I used to deal with, I talked about him before, the Scorpio dude, even he's acting weird. And I asked him, like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, why you ask that? And I was just like, like he's acting so weird. Like I can't explain it, but there's something off, you know, like I just can't explain it. We spoken um on the phone and everything, you know, through WhatsApp since I've been here. And I was just like, are you all right? Like something just seems off. I cannot. I'm like, oh, is something going on with you? Like I'm trying to figure it out. But it's a spiritual shift, guys. Some people are not going to be able to communicate with you. They cannot talk to you. Okay. Do I look a little darker, guys, or am I tripping? I think I got a little tan. I want to be brown skin so bad. Oh. Oh yes, let me put my donation information in the chat, guys. Please send me donations to my Cash App or to my Zelle, because your girl's gonna need it while I'm here. I'm here by myself, okay? I'm here by myself. You know when you're alone, things are expensive because you don't have nobody to split a Uber with. Actually, there's no Uber here, guys. There's no Uber here. Okay, there's taxis, okay? But tomorrow I check out of this hotel. For those of you who don't know, I'm in Mexico. I'm not in New York right now. I would check out of this hotel, and then I think I'm going I think I'm going to go to Cancun. I think so. I think I'm going to go to Cancun. Hold on. Let me go to my YouTube on my other phone. But yeah, I just think that there's like a split, you know, and people who I'm cool with, I just keep getting more and more distant. And even with this trip, I invited my god sister, I invited my homegirl, and they're not here. You know, there's a reason why God has me here by myself. I really do not know why. I feel fine. Like I don't feel lonely. I've only been here 3 days, but I don't feel lonely. Um, I feel like I feel relaxed. I feel my immune system feels calm. My nervous system feels calm. Even my acne's clearing up because I was breaking out. I don't know what was going on. I was really breaking out terribly, like on my face, and I usually have pretty clear skin. My face is starting to clear up here from the sun, and I have eczema like on my legs, and I put like that salt water from the ocean on my legs, and it like started to clear up yesterday. I was like, this is so crazy. So the sun, and get in sun, guys. I know they've been covering up the sun in the US. I know that. But yesterday that sun was beaming in Mexico, even though it's raining here now. But get into the sun, because the sun's going to give you spiritual downloads. You're going to feel instantly better. Okay. You need that sunlight. Okay. Especially my melanated folks. We need sunlight. That is how. See, when you're in bad weather, that's why I feel bad if you live in a country where it's cold all the time. Still, go put your snowsuit on. If you live in Alaska, go put your snowsuit on and go outside. Isn't it dark for 40 days or something like that? Or 6 months in Alaska? Am I tripping? But yeah, you need sun. Right now, we need sun. Whenever it is sunny, run outside. I know that they're talking about that this energy is weird, but put your sunglasses on. You don't gotta look up at the sun, but just sit in your backyard, sit in your front yard, and just let that sun come down on you. Let it hit your head. Don't wear a hat. Let it hit your head. Let it hit your crown, so that way you can get those spiritual downloads, guys. I'm telling you. Because I'm here, and I already instantly feel so much better. Like, I feel like America's killing me. Y'all. Seriously. Thank you for the compliments, guys. Oh, in Arizona, you tired of the sun? Don't be. I'm telling you, if you didn't have that sun, well, if you see, you don't need that much sun. You got enough, okay? In Arizona, you got enough. But imagine you wasn't getting any sun. Like, I'd be feeling sick. Like, as soon as I got off the plane and I was sweating, I was like, oh, it feels so good to just sweat. And I wasn't stinking or nothing. It's just, you just start glistening, and you just had that sun on you. It's just like, oh, I needed that, Like, I don't know what they doing in New York. They got the clouds, the chemtrails, they blocking the sun. It's raining. It's like, what are y'all doing? Like, I know it's April, but it's like, it's been raining for like 2 months, 2.5 months in New York. It's been raining. Like, that is so fucking depressing. Oh yeah, let me put my donation information in the chat. My Cash App is the light 777. Hopefully, I need a massage. That's what I do need. That's one thing I want before I leave. I want they do really good massages in Mexico. So that's something I definitely gotta get before I get out of here. Oh, hold on. I also do phone sessions. If you have WhatsApp, I could do some phone sessions while I'm here. I will take maybe 1 or 2. Hold on, let me put my information here. But yeah, this trip was actually a do-over trip because, oh yes, guys, everybody click like on the chat. Thank you so much, Lottie. Lottie, you always give a donation. I wasn't talking to you, girl. You got to give other people a chance to run that Cash App, okay, and run that Zelle. Thank you so much, love. I really appreciate you. Lottie says, have an amazing holiday, Mexico. At least, yay. I've been thinking we need organic reciprocity, but people don't do, even draining energy and not giving back. I'm horrible with that word, but it's basically reciprocation. All right. So anyone that's not pouring back into you, just cut them off, guys. Just cut them off. That's it. And, even with this person who I want him in my life, but I just said to myself, like I said, I'm going to just fall back. And I know, like, as chosen ones, we want to love, we want we want to love, we want good friendships. Um, but we can't keep holding up those friendships, And this is something that I've done for a long time. And I realized, oh shoot, if I never text them or I never call them, I don't hear from them, you know? And I'm not doing that anymore. And it sounds scary. Ever since I stopped calling people or texting people, I've been alone for a couple of months now. I have two male friends. Like I keep telling you, I have two male friends left in New York. One of them never calls me. He never texts me. He's autistic, so he's always chasing people who don't love him, who don't give a fuck about him. And, I just leave him in his misery, pretty much. The second male friend, he actually texted me, which was crazy because I was on the beach yesterday and the text message came through. I was like, how am I getting text messages when I don't have no service? I was like, okay, I guess my provider is allowing me to text, but I can't receive calls here in Mexico. But anyway, one of my male friends, he texted me like, hey, how are you? I was just like, I'm in Mexico. That's all I said. He was like, oh, okay, enjoy yourself. I was like, yeah, thank you. That's it. It's really hard as a woman. You really can't be friends with men like that. You just can't, because eventually they want to fuck you, or they've been wanting to fuck you, so I'm just parting ways from him. And it is scary because I haven't hung out with a woman since December 2023. It's April 2024 and I have not hung out with a woman, and then before that, I had not hung out with a woman since August 2023. So this is like every 6 months I get lucky, I get to hang out with a woman. I don't think a lot of people, because they didn't do the spiritual work, because they don't love themselves, how could they be a good friend to you? How could they be a good lover to you if they don't like themselves or they don't know themselves? How could they even show you something, give you something? A lot of times us chosen ones are going to be the ones that we have so much to give, but just because you have so much to give does not mean you have to keep feeding people. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, because you keep ending up in these draining ass relationships and friendships. And I made a decision probably about a year or two ago. I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing the calling. I'm not doing the conversations. I'm not doing the planning anymore. Like, fuck it. I'll just rock out this life by myself. If I happen to meet the love of my life, cool. If I happen to become a mom, cool. But I'm not doing it no more, because for so long, I thought these people were cool, but I was actually projecting my personality onto people. I was making them to be cooler than they really were. And a lot of you are doing that. Most of these people is whack. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be negative. Most of these people you're trying to hold on to, they're corny. They have no personality. They're dry as hell. Without their money and education, they're whack. They're whack. Like, you ever be having a conversation with somebody and you're just like, they can't be this dumb. They cannot be this dumb. Like, you're just like looking at them. Like, you ask them, I keep finding myself going, oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. I'd rather not talk anymore than have to water myself down to talk to people. You feel me? Like, I come on here and y'all understand me more than they do. They just be corny and dry. Even like when I go on dates, I'm bored as fuck. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sure women are boring, you too, fellas, but men today, they're boring. I'm so bored when it comes to dating. Like, I don't care. People like, oh, you're single. Yeah, because people are boring. Like, they're not expanded. They're not growing spiritually. Like, good looks, a big penis is not, that's not enough. That's not enough, and it sucks. It really sucks, but it also shows you that you can't settle. You're not just going to settle in friendship or in love, and you shouldn't have to. And sometimes you have to remain by yourself until you find your energetic match. And I'm willing to do that. Okay. And I am thankful. I do have, I don't want to put numbers out there because I don't know who's watching this live. I do have friends who have access to my, but, to my account on here. But I am thankful. I don't want to be ungrateful, but I am thankful for, I don't want to call everyone a friend. I want to say acquaintance. I'm thankful for the acquaintances, female or male, that I have in my life. I appreciate them. I appreciate them. And you have to appreciate who's in your life now. Don't treat your friends, even if you got two little friends or you got two little acquaintances, make sure you actually appreciate them. You tell them you love them. You tell them you appreciate them. You treat them well. Be happy for the little bit that you got in your life. Don't look at it like, dang, this is it. Don't do that, because then the universe will not bless you with more. And that's something that I had to check myself on. Like, oh, yeah, girl, you only got two female friends, but you better be thankful for them, but I don't have any, like I keep saying, I don't have any female friends in the city that I live in. So 90% of the time I am alone. People swear they be seeing me at all these fun things. They be like, oh, I know you with a boo. If I'm not alone, then I might be on a date. That's about it. But I haven't met anybody that matches my energy, and I think that's the reason why also that I would give this person from my past a chance again. Like we talk every week, and he's spiritual like me, so we speak the same language, and he's done a lot of healing work, and I've done a lot of healing work, and we're just so different now. And that's the only reason why I would try to give him another chance. But if it don't work with him, somebody else will, show up. But you can have options, but do you really got options? No. When I think about it, yeah, I got people trying to holler at me, but people trying to date me, but I don't really got options because we not energetically a match. I don't like talking to a man and he think I'm crazy. There's 33 people, 42 people watching me. Click like on my video, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. It really boosts the views. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Let me put these people on timeout. Definitely there is a shift. Let me see who else I miss. What? You're not my neighbor. What y'all talking about? Lottie says, yes, this April people are like mean and spaced out. Mm-hmm. So true. Thank you again, Lottie. I like how you said 33. 33 is a powerful number. Rhea Light says, especially at work, people have been acting strange, like ignoring me or trying to cast me out. Yep. That's letting you know, like, these people are not your tribe. Thank you for the extra likes, guys. I appreciate it. Let me see what else y'all saying. Yes, Miss Sweet Lady says everywhere feels eerie. It does. I be feeling like, even while I'm here, I kind of feel like, I don't know, like I'm in a movie or like a video game or something. Like, it's strange. I can't explain it. It just feels, I don't know. I don't view the planet the same way. That's another thing. I don't know if your mindset has changed, like how you see things. I don't know if it has a change. I can't explain it, you know. I can't explain it. Like how I view, like I'm not taking life seriously like that. Like, you know, like how can I explain this? Like something happens and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Like I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff. Like I know that more is coming. I know that better is coming. Or like people say stuff and then just like, you know, like, oh, be careful, watch out, or this and that. It's just like I can see more spiritually. So like I kind of know what's coming. You know, I can't explain it. I feel I'm at this point in my life where I think if it was like my time to go, I think I will know before it's my time to go. You feel me? Like I just feel so in tuned and I feel equipped spiritually, but the energy does feel weird. Like it doesn't feel beautiful and comfortable like it did. Like I feel like I'm making it beautiful. Like I'm choosing to see the beauty despite the darkness in the world. There you go. I am the beauty. I'm making it beautiful because that's the only way you'll be able to kind of like survive in this. And you realize that you cannot hold on to so much. If not, you're going to be miserable. Interesting. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And to the person in the chat talking about go drink water. Bitch, I got water in the fridge. If I want to drink some fucking juice, I'm going to drink some juice. All right? You ain't pay for it. Mind your damn business. You're chosen, that's why. You're right, and so are you. But the kids at work be surrounding me nonstop. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that does make sense. Babies, children, animals, they come near you. Yesterday, I saw a black crow. I was like, is that normal in Mexico? A black crow. It was just like, I was like, uh-oh. Usually they say black crows mean death, but I was like, uh-oh, what that mean? What you doing over here? It was just flying over us. I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah, children too. You know what I noticed in people trying to touch me? I don't like that when you vibe and high. Be careful. Randomly, people trying to touch me. Like I told you, that demon that pushed me in the street on Sunday. Y'all gonna have to go back to the playback for those of you who didn't see that. Damn demon pushed me in the street. I was gonna beat her ass, but she was too small and too old. But yeah, that's something I noticed too. People want to touch me or be near me or like kind of like nestle up to me. And that's speaking of children. Here's what's crazy. So Delta, I tell you, a lot of retrograde shit happened to me, right? First it was, I don't know if you're gonna get your money at the bank, right? Then Delta wouldn't let me pick my pick my seat on my flight. And I was like, I've never experienced that before with Delta. Usually it would already have my seat or it will allow me to pick my seat for free. So I was just like, okay, maybe I bought like a basic economy seating and that's why. Because I was just like, even I bought basic before and it showed me my seat, but it was weird. So I paid $15 extra for my seat and I chose the seat 33A. 33, Lottie, 33. That's why I said that's funny how you sent me $33, right? And when I went to go check in, they changed my seat to 22A. So I said, 22? I said, so I called, I called Delta, couldn't get through. So I had to, when you had to text the representative. So me and the representative is going back and I'm like, He's like, oh, sorry, but because of your ticket, you can't get a refund or change. I said, I didn't change anything. Y'all did. Why would y'all change my seat? If y'all was gonna give me that seat from the beginning, then why did you take $15 from me? That doesn't make any sense. You changed my seat. Give me 33A. Why the fuck they done gave my seat to somebody else and put me in 22A? So I said, all right. So he said, well, here's what I can do. I can put you in 33F or something. I said, no, I'm very particular when it comes to numbers, when it comes to the place I sit on a plane. Like, I'm very superstitious. And it's retrograde. I was just like, no. My spirit said, sit in 33A. These motherfuckers changed it to 22A. So I said, okay, you know what, guys? Sorry, I'm clicking my nails. I said, you know what? Let it go, Angelique. Let it go. It's not that serious. So when I get on the plane, it is a family, a father, mama, and the little daughter. When I go look, guess who's sitting in 22A? This little girl. I'm like, what is this, God? I don't have no time for this. So the mom goes to me, do you mind sitting over here? I said, you got a window seat over there? Because I want my window seat. I paid for my window seat. So the stewardess told the father, you could sit in the aisle row, let the mom sit here, and then just put your daughter in the middle so that this woman who paid for her seat can sit down. So the whole flight, I'm going to get to the point. The whole flight, the little girl touching me, touching my leg, leaning on me. And I'm like, why this little girl not leaning on her mommy? She just keep touching, staring at me, looking, little Spanish girl. I don't know if she's Mexican. I don't know what she was. They seem kind of, it could have been French, because like French can sound Spanish. They didn't seem Mexican. They seemed like they were from another, I don't know, Argentina. Something different about their Spanish. It was different. The little girl just keep looking, touching me. And I'm like, if she's with her mommy, why is she not leaning her weight on her mother? She leaning her weight on me. Touch it, the whole flight touching me. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So this is something I'm not used to. I don't like it. People randomly want to touch me. And I huffed and puffed that whole flight. I took a shot of vodka and then I took a little nap for about an hour of the flight. It was a 4-hour flight. But I was just like, why is this little girl touching me so much? It's almost like they feel like if they touch you, they got your magic. You know how like in the Bible, when that woman wanted Jesus to heal her so bad, she just touched the hem of his cloth? That really happens to us, high vibrational people and chosen ones. It's like, why the hell are you touching me? Stop. So I get a lot of people, especially narcissists. They all hate narcissists. They do this thing. Y'all ever had narcissists do this? Like they touch your arm. And I have a narc coworker that I be looking at my arm. I be like, get off me. You don't have to touch me to talk to me. They energy harvesting, they energy vamping. Don't let these people touch you. She always do this. Oh, get off me. You don't have to touch me to talk. Just talk. So now when I talk to her, I make sure I stand all the way back because you doing too much and you touching me. And then now I feel, like you done fucking drain me. Man, people, how you in my chat begging for money? May God give you that money, but you ain't getting that money up in here, baby. Sorry, you gotta go. Okay, time out. It's like the Wild Wild West, very eerie. I wonder what the common denominator is. I don't even care. Hey, Paradigm. You will have to watch the beginning of the videos to find out how Mexico is. Mexico is Mexico. Mexico is beautiful, but because of the retrograde, when I booked, I thought the retrograde was going to be over. I don't know what was going on with me, but Mexico is beautiful, guys. What's this? Oh, hey, Renee. Thank you, girl, for the $19.99. Guys, thank you for putting money on my chat, but I also need y'all to send the donations to my Zelle and my Cash App because I can't get that money. I won't get that money till next month. I'm gonna be going for Mexico by then. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, Renee. How are you, Renee? How you doing? How you been, girl? Renee, don't you live in New York? I gotta meet up with my New York girls. We gotta do brunch or something. Jules says, all my friends are acting distant all of a sudden. It's so weird. See, all this confirmation. Yes, our friends is weird. They acting weird. Something is off, guys. Oh yes, sunlight is very good for fighting depression. Lottie says, like a wonderful spa feeling. The sun is healing. It is. Thank you, assorted views. Assorted views says, I lived in Seattle for some time years ago. Not much sun all year, except mostly summer. That's like New York. I want to EB says, yeah, a lack of sun can make us feel fatigued. Yep. And I feel so good, guys. I feel so good. Like, I mean, I've been taking vitamins and stuff like that, but I lost 85 pounds over the past 2 years. I just feel, because I was heavier in 2021, the first time I came here. And before I felt like more draggy, but this time I feel like I'm waking up early. I went to bed like 3 o'clock in the morning, but I woke up like at 8. I was up. I just felt so good. I've been taking magnesium too. I just feel so good and energetic. Like I just want to go see stuff, The energy feels great. Real says it's been raining in Florida and I be sleeping nonstop. Yeah, a lot of people been sleeping nonstop and it's been raining so much. Oh my God. Why are you asking me how much I weigh? You don't need to know how much I weigh because you're not about to have me sit on your face. So mind your business. Oh Lord. Hi, Laurie. How you doing? Lottie says women and men are acting crazy. I agree. Tim says, what if you like being alone and don't like reaching out too much because you feel comfortable alone? There's nothing wrong with that. But I'll say, okay, listen, if you're like introverted or you like being alone, that's cool. But, just make sure you have some type of communication or some type of relationship or friendship with somebody. Because as you get older, you do need some form of community or a friend that you can depend on. We're not on this planet to be completely alone. We're just not. If you were supposed to be completely alone, God would have had you like grow up in the jungle and it's just you in the trees and the animals. We have to figure this out. You don't have to have a lot of friends or a lot of lovers or whatever, but it's community is powerful. Just like how we're all sitting here talking, community, talking with each other, motivating each other, growing, like lighting each other up, reminding each other, giving each other spiritual confirmation is very powerful and needed. And to me, I feel like even though I am alone, because most of my family's dead and I don't have friends like that, I feel like people who have healthy, loving families are wealthy. That to me is true wealth. And I realized that I told y'all this before, like when I ended up in the hospital in 2016 and my own brother did not come pick me up from the hospital. Even when I had my weight loss surgery, my ex-boyfriend is my emergency contact. Okay. That says a lot, and that's why people be like, why you still talk to him? And we have not did anything with each other since we broke up in 2021. I have not kissed that man, slept with that man. But if I ask that man for anything, he gives it to me. Okay. He will be there for me. he might huff and puff sometime, but he's gonna do it. And he only huffs and puffs because he is so needed in his family. But you don't gotta tell people who's there for you. You don't gotta tell people who helps you, but you need somebody. Okay, you don't have to talk all the time. And I say this, when you make friends with people, tell them who you are. Like, I have a friend, she'll probably see this video. I don't know if she watches my video, but she's a Gemini. And Gemini rules, I think they rule communication. You know, I'm a Leo, but I don't know. I have a Scorpio moon, and as I got older, I don't like to talk that much. Believe it or not, I come in here and talk to y'all, but I don't like to talk that much. I'm a very low maintenance friend. So I can maybe talk to you twice a month and I'm cool with that. But she likes to talk. If she could have it her way, I think she'd probably want to talk to me every single day. I don't need all that communication. This has been an issue with me and Gemini friends from the past. And it's just like, I don't need all that communication. It's too much because my mind is always running. You know, my mind is always running with my ideas for the future, with content creation, with my own personal things that I'm going through. You know, work. I talk at work. I'm talking to customers all fucking day. I don't want to go home and talk to friends. You know, so be honest with people when you meet them, with family, with friends, and say, listen, I'm not a person who likes to communicate or hang out that much. Can you handle it? They can handle it, they'll stay. They can't handle it, they go. I just think that we gotta be communicative, you know, because if not, people gonna assume like you acting funny. Like just the other day, I had to text my Gemini friend and be like, hey girl, I don't have the capacity. Somebody died. There was a fucking earthquake. Okay, guys, there was an earthquake in New York, by the way, on Friday. I'm going through things. I'm trying to process this. I can't talk, girl. So when I get to Mexico, I hit you up. And I did hit her up, you know? So communicate and say, can't talk right now. Don't want to talk, in my zone. Just say that. It takes 2 seconds to text somebody and say that, because that's what you got to do. If you want friendships and relationships, you have to have good communication. You cannot expect to ignore people and think that they're going to be there. And anyone who is going to be there, they don't love themselves. And I don't want to be friends with people who don't love themselves. My assorted view said, you can't, sis, male friends must be wary. Yeah, you got to be careful when you're a woman and you have male friends. You got to be careful. Assorted view says, haven't had friends in years. Same thing with women, unhealed people. I'm okay. It's just me and my boyfriend after years of isolation with people coming and going anyway on this journey, 18 years now. Ain't nothing wrong with having a small circle or just your partner. Ray says, or you be wanting to start digging real deep spiritually and you just stop. Yep, you stop because you like, I'm not even gonna go there with them because they're not even gonna understand me. And they be like, they wouldn't even grasp what you're saying. I hate that feeling. Real says, I got betrayed by a so-called friend and I found out he was doing some dark stuff behind my back and sent my spiritual team at him. That's terrible. If you gotta fight a friend with spiritual, like you're in spiritual warfare with a friend, that's fucked up. That's really scary. Excuse my language, guys. Assorted views. Acquaintance is a word I use. Yup. I gotta start using that more. Ray says, as you awaken and you heal, you begin to want more soulful relationships. Exactly. Yeah. Yup. You just like, that's okay. I'd rather be by myself until like people who are like me come to me. Lottie says, you think men 15 years older than me have more personality? And personality gets more important. So you think older men have personality, you saying? Maybe it's my imagination, but the older men at 55 have more oh, well, I don't know. I don't date older men. I'm 40. I think because of my energy is pretty young. I'm a fun person. So I'm like I'm a girl that you can like talk spiritual things with, but then I can go out 3 o'clock in the morning to a hookah spot with you and have some drinks. I have duality to me. I like to dance. I like to travel. I like to do fun thing. I like to play. I play fight. That's something too. I'm a Leo, so I be play fighting. I grab you up. Like I have a very playful energy, so I think that's why naturally I attract younger people. I've never dated a man much older. Now, I don't think that older men have more personality. I think it's more of a spiritual based thing, pretty much. I think that older men are given the same bullshit that younger men are given. You can't really tell the difference. So I think it's spiritually based, like where that person's mindset is, how they were raised, what kind of healing work they did and stuff like that. I feel like I vibe. I want to end up with a man my age. Just put it that way. I want to end up with a man my age. I'm not sure how old you are, Lottie, but I think, date a man that is your age. Pretty much. I have the most rudest and disgusting comments. These people are just they're such spiritual losers. Anyone that goes into somebody's live chat, whatever, and you're writing the most disgusting comments, you are like the scum of the earth. You're bored. You're a loser. Like, you know how much of a loser you have to be to just start spewing negativity at a total stranger. But I want to say this: be careful with those individuals, because a lot of these people are demons. Some of these people are like the government. They're just sitting there and they fuck with you. Like, this is what they do. So don't fall for it, guys. I see a lot of creators like going back and forth with the trolls, and it's like, don't do it. Just put them on timeout. But no, I don't think age has anything to do, because there's people who have old souls, and there's some people who have young souls. So just get to know people and see where their mind is at, see where their heart, where their character, where their spirit is at. That's what I think that will be the best thing to do when it comes to friendship and love, pretty much. Oh, Lord. Hold on a minute. I gotta check my email. I got an email from Chase and they're talking about scams. So I'm like, what they talking about? But yeah, I'm not into older men. My friend, I'm 40 and he's 47, 48. He's boring. I remember one time we went to hang out and I think it was like 11 o'clock. Why was he sleeping in the restaurant that we were in? I was just like, bro, wake up. What are you doing sleeping? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? That really, so yeah, that's not my thing. And I'm noticing that a lot of men over 35 are like letting themselves go. That I know, maybe not the men in your country or your city, but in New York, they're letting themselves go. Like, regardless, as I got older, like I lost weight, I'm eating healthier now. Taking my vitamins, like I take care of my skin, like I'm treating myself better now that I know more knowledge and that I'm growing as a woman. Like, nobody ever thinks I'm 40. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I just take care of myself, but I'm noticing, like, why are men over 35 letting themselves go? Like, what's going on? what is going on? Like, it's scary. Like, there's this older dude, this dude who's my age at my job. I think he has like gout or something like that. Like, he's always sick. And it's just like, why are you always sick? Why you got gout and you like 41? It's just like, what is going on? And it's crazy to me because a lot of these older men, they want younger women. They don't want women their age. I was in the laundromat and this man had to be about 65, 70 years old. I'm not exaggerating, okay? This was during the summertime. I will not forget. I'm in the laundromat and this man, he is all up in my butt crack. All right. I go outside for a second, he follow me outside. I go back inside the laundromat, he follow me in the laundromat. And I'm just like, I'm feeling violated because this means old enough to be my father. Okay. If my parents were alive, they would be in their early 70s. Like, this dude looked like about 65, 70 years old, right? And he looks older. He doesn't like look like a young 65, 70 years old, you know? He has like all the gray hair, the wrinkles, everything. So he is in my butt crack. Then there's beautiful older lady who's his age. She looks about 65, 70 years old. And he has a hat on. And this older woman says to him, like, hi, good afternoon. And he's like, hi. And I'm looking like, that's how I feel about you. You 65 and my ass crack. You need to be talking to that woman. That's your age. And she was cute. She was slim. She had her body still, you know, she looked good for her age. She looked healthy, you know? And he looked so annoyed with her. Like, don't you know that's what us younger women feel too? Like, we're annoyed. Like, you're old enough to be, the only thing an older man could do for me is financially take care of me. That's it. That's it. Because not even, listen, 40 plus, 35 plus, especially when the woman hits 40, our libido is skyrocketing. You're not going to be able to handle me, baby. You're not. You're not. And that blue pill that you're going to be using could give you a heart attack. This is why women over 40 naturally start to go to younger men, because men over 35 let themselves go. I'm sorry to say that. But this woman was so cute. She was like, oh, I like your hat. And he was like, thank you. And then just kept staring at me like, brother, you ain't got a chance with me. I'm not dating what I look like, Russell Simmons' daughter, who's like 20 years old, sleeping with some 65-year-old man. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. Mm-mm. To each his own. Do you? You like older men? Do you? Make sure you get that money. Make sure you get that bag. Make sure he's, you know, he's taking good care of you. Be careful. You know what I'm saying? Even when you date the younger men, make sure that he's got his stuff together. But no, I think it's based on spirit. You said there's a lot of people out there. Yeah, there's positive, there's negative, you know, but I'm just talking from my experience. That's all I'm saying. I'm just talking from my experience. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, you know, do you, basically. But the collective can't be talking about the same thing. Like, thousands of women are talking about experiencing the same thing. There's got to be some truth to it. All right. That's all I'm saying. You say you got haters. You definitely popping today. I guess so. Huh? You sent something? Where did you send it to? You sent it on here? Oh, yeah. Make sure you sent it to the right person, okay, guys? Oh, boy. Yeah. I didn't get no Zelles and I didn't get no Cash Apps. So make sure y'all send me donations, guys. I got a donation from Renee and Lottie. Thank you so much. But they put it on the chat. Ray says, and you're grateful and thankful and you're living more in the moment. Real says, we are the light in this darkness. You look beautiful, Nasha says. Thank you so much. Nasha said, oh my God, I got pushed yesterday. Yeah, please be careful. These demons is wilding. You young enough to get beat up. I'm telling you, these demons are bugging. Tim says, if everyone was happy, then demons wouldn't have legal right to possess them. They come through anger, lust. Uh-huh. Yup. That's so true. Yep, that's how these spirits latch on to us. When you slipping, when you aren't feeding your body and your mind and your spirit positivity, that's how these demons latch on to you guys. That's true. Uh, oh, you wasn't here to hear my story? It's okay. You can watch the playback later and hear the crazy ass story. It is crazy. Hi Russia. I can't pronounce your name, but hi to Russia, whoever's in Russia. Lottie says, I love that number 33. 22 is interesting number, but not 33. Yeah, right. I mean, I like 22. I like 222, but I have to look that up. Like, why God wanted me to sit in 22. I so badly wanted to go to the back of the plane and see who the hell was sitting in number 33. That's what I really wanted to do. Okay. Thank you so much. Niasia, thank you so much. I got the $20. Thank you so much. Thank you for sending that to me. I appreciate you, girl. Let me see. She said, I'm the mama. Yeah, that was so weird. And it wasn't that. It was just like, how like you just don't want no kid. If I'm not a mom, so I get agitated sometimes. You don't want nobody rubbing on you. That's how my kid. Why your kid what? I had a dog bark then bite me. When did the dog recently? A dog bit you? Paradigm? When did this happen? Hey Trey. Trey says, that happens to me all the time, and my daughter knows this happens to me all the time. So when it happens, my daughter be laughing. That's annoying. Nobody want nobody up on us. Can you touch my hair? No. You can't touch my hair. You want to pay for it? What? I be getting the weirdest. This is the weird. So this is what happens during the day. It be the most weirdos on here. Lottie says, maybe your spirit guides wanted you away from New York for a heavy energy eclipse. Spirit has you, Angelique. That's true, yeah. Because I definitely booked this trip by mistake because I was supposed to go in March. But then I was like, nope, I'm not gonna have enough money. And I was trying to see, was I gonna get something back in income tax? So I was just like, no, let me book the trip for April. But here's what's crazy. I was supposed to go the end of April, but then the flights went up for the end of April because it's getting closer to May and June, and that's summer. So the flight was cheaper for this week of April, and that's why I ended up buying the flight for this week. I'm not disappointed that I'm in Mexico now during all this energy because I'm in the sun, I'm relaxing, I'm, enjoying the beach or whatever. So it's cool. It's like giving my spirit a break. So it's cool. Renee says, we definitely all should meet up. Sounds like a plan with all of us because we're all by ourselves so much. Yes. Yeah, it's like a small group of us. I think it's like maybe 4 women who mentioned like, let's link up. But if not, we can hang out by ourselves. We can do dinner or something like that. No, why y'all keep asking, can y'all touch my hair? No. Paradigm says, I have a connection, but long distance. I don't know how y'all do long distance. It's tough. Yeah, Tim says, your clapbacks be like, I might be chosen, but I'm still from New York. Yeah, I don't play that. I'm not one of those chosen ones. You know, I had a couple of people on my TikTok like, oh, you show your cleavage and you curse and you know you say things back like you're not a chosen one. Yeah, this every chosen one is not like hallelujah. No, I'm not no nun. Nope. I don't play that. I'm not one of those silent chosen ones. I know when to be quiet and I know when I can snap back, you know. I don't play that. Get out of here. Butterfly says, I don't like Gemini men, though, but the women are cool. I'm not gonna front. I like the men better. I like Gemini men better. I wouldn't say to date, but friendship wise, yo, we could talk. Like Gemini men, you be talking, you battle with them, like you go back and forth. It gets hectic, but it'd be cool. You know, I like their minds. My favorite artist, Andre 3000, he's a Gemini. I wish I could just have a conversation with him. Sorry, if you hear that banging, they doing something, I don't know what they banging on. I like Gemini men better than Gemini women. Oh, which sucks because I do have some Gemini female friends, but I feel like Gemini women require too much attention that I can't maintain. Wow, my daughter's a Gemini. Her bestie in Leo. Her bestie's a Leo, and she was mad. Leo ghosted her yesterday. See, thank you for confirming it. I just can't keep up with the Gemini. They want to talk too much, and it's like, calm down. Like, I'm not dead. Relax. Like, I'll call you later. And it's just like they'll double text you, triple text you, and this is like, stop, relax, calm down. You don't know what's going on. I could be sick, I could be at work, I could be gone, like, and it's just like it's too much. I can't keep up with it. Maybe when I was younger I could, but not now. I can't really keep up with the communication that the Gemini women need. Are you a boy or a girl? I don't know, you tell me. They said, hello, I will send you $500. Well, my cash app is $the light 777. I call your bluff. He said, what's wrong with Gemini men? But yeah, that's all it is. They cool. I like their energy. Like I like hanging out with Gemini women and stuff like that, but it's just they just require too much attention that I can't maintain it. I can't do it. I just cannot maintain the energy that they require. Lottie says, have lost the communication skill. Lottie says, people in my what? My parents and grandparents. Oh, you've lost your community. You lost your parents and your grandparents. Your grandparents, they had community, but you don't. They looked out for people more. That's true. Yep. That is very true. I think it's because we see people for who they really are. So we don't really have community like that. I think our family, the older generation, value that, and our generation doesn't value community like that. But I also think it's because even think about it, even those people who were toxic, they still did for people. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandma was a narc and she still let people like move in with her. She still gave them money and stuff like that. So it's just like, I'm going to abuse you, but I'll help you too. Now people just ain't helping you and they ain't got nothing to say to you at all. You know, so it's very different. It is very, very different now. What else y'all saying? Small circle is fine. Paradigm says. Lottie says, yeah, narcissists mess up our community groups. Yup. They make people not trust, and that's why people are afraid to do that. Paradigm says, I have many acquaintances, but not a lot of friends. Yup. Nasha says, you don't give 40 at all. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I love being 40, believe it or not. That's another thing too. People people don't say this to me like in real life, but like on the internet, it'll be like, oh, you a old bitch, you washed up, you this and that. Like, no, I'm not. To me, a washed up bitch, excuse my language, a washed up woman is a woman who has allowed everyone to drain her in her life. That makes you washed up. That means you giving your body freely, you giving your time, your money, your effort to people who hate you. That to me is washed up. And now you look dusty and crusty, and you look like somebody took a straw and sucked all the energy out of you. To me, that's a washed up woman. No man gives me my value. Okay. And I find it so crazy how it be like these dusty, crusty men. Like there's a man right now on TikTok who looks like Moses, and he's like, oh, women over 30 are washed up. Dude, you look like 80. Like, what are you talking about? You look like Father Time, and you're saying that women over 30 are washed up. Like, get out of here. And the truth is, a lot of these men, they don't want women, they want children. And you're going to see that a lot too. You're going to see the truth come out. A lot of these men, they don't want women. They don't want grown women with pubic hair. They want children, okay? Lottie says, I've dated older, but I'm thinking maybe older men might have a strong spirit, but younger men are wonderful. Girl, whatever your spirit is telling you to do it. But I love being 40. I will never go back to my 20s. My 20s were horrific. No. I will never go back to my 20s. Hell to the no. Hey Shar, how you doing, girl? Like understanding my 20s. Ooh, I don't even want to go through what happened. I don't even think about that. That's right, chosen ones. Let's just let it go. All right, let's stop talking about all the pain and all that. We made it through. Okay, I don't even want to talk about. I don't want to talk about none of that stuff. like forget about it. Let's move forward. We gonna have new love. We're gonna have new money. We're gonna have new friends. We're gonna have a new look. Like, I don't want to even think about that. We got to let that shit go. Stop holding on to the dusty, crusty men. Stop holding on to the dusty, crusty women. We just got to let these motherfuckers go. All right? So we can start over fresh. Oh my gosh. We just got to let it go because this is crazy. Renee says, me too. My energy is young. Before my awakening, I used to date older men 10 years and up. Now I'm dating 10 years younger because that's what I attract, and I'm not attracted to older men anymore. That happens too. You just get this new vibrancy about you. So that's why you'll tend to go. And I think, Renee, we're like the same age, right? Or close to the same age. When you have that energy, you're going to attract younger people. And I don't just attract younger men, I attract younger women. Like one of my female friends is 24. And she asked me one day, like, am I too young to be your friend? I was just like, nah, you cool. But I look at you like a younger sister. Not a little sister, but I look at you as a younger sister. And I do treat you differently from women who are my age. I don't treat you the same. Like, I have more grace for you because you're still learning, because a woman in her 20s, she's still learning in comparison to a woman in her 30s or 40s. We're always learning, but I have more grace for her because I'm already seeing her doing things that I did 20 years ago, but that's the only thing that you have to think about too with younger men. To me, I can date a younger man, but I would never marry. Like, I'm 40. I would never marry a man who's in his 20s. Are you kidding me? First of all, their frontal lobe Your frontal lobe don't even develop to 25. Then they said spiritually, on a spiritual time span, whatever, you're really not an adult until you're 30. I believe that, guys. I believe that. I'm 40, but I actually feel 30, right? And I want to say this, like, you got to give people time to develop and grow. All right. Give people time to develop and grow. Yes, I am attracted to younger men. I have more fun with younger men. Younger meaning about 29 and up, I'll say. The last guy I was with, he's 29. Yeah, he'll be 30 this year. Was he ready for me? Hell no. Absolutely not. He was not ready for me. He was not ready for me commitment wise. He wasn't ready for me sexually. He could not keep up with me. I'm gonna keep it real. He couldn't keep up with me. And he doesn't have the funds. He doesn't. You know, a man, not a lot of men, especially black men, are going to be making six figures and up. I don't make six figures, but I have more than him. That's what I'll say. I have more than him. And that makes some men feel uncomfortable. And I'm not a woman who's going to take care of a man. So we wouldn't be a match anyway because of that. But dating young, when you're older woman, older meaning 35 or 40 and up, I'll say, have your fun with the younger ones. Have your fun with the younger ones, you know? And I think, and I give that advice to the men too, because it's like, y'all be trying to wife up younger women. She's not ready to be a wife or a mother. She's not. So why are you trying to force that on her? And I know, because when I was 25, I was seeing a guy who was 42 and he tried to marry me. He tried to get me pregnant. And I'm glad I stopped that. I'm so happy I did not marry that man. Okay. I can't believe this man's like in his 60s now. I can't picture myself being married to a man in his 60s, you know, and this is why they get them young. They get you young, dumb, and full of cum. All right. Live your life. All right. Well, before my grandmother died, I thought she was going to have this profound thing to tell me. I'm sure I've told y'all this before. You know, she looked at me and said, she died at 86. She looked at me and said, do you plan to get married? I said, no, I'm not getting married anytime soon. She said, never get married. I looked at her and was just like, okay. Not the woman who was married for 40 years. Okay. And this is interesting. She said, never get married. It's a waste of time. And she said, especially a woman that don't get married. You'll regret it. I was just like, wow. And I don't agree with what she said, but I understand why she said what she said. Okay. Do what you want to do, but just be cautious by your choices. And as a woman who was raised by a woman that depended on men, always have your own stash, always have your own skill, always have your own, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you need to have an online business. You need to have some type of something that's bringing in money. What if your husband dies? What if your husband decides to leave you for a younger woman? You know, all these things can happen. Now you homeless? No, you can't depend. Men don't love the same. Men is fickle. Men's love is fickle, is wishy-washy. Always plan for rainy days. Not that you're planning for divorce. You're planning for survival. Okay, that's what you're planning for. Just like you buy life insurance, you need to have your separate account, your account with your man, your husband, or whatever. Well, I would never have a big account with a boyfriend. That's just me. But you need to, as a woman, have your own too. All right. And if you are dating a thousandaire or a millionaire, y'all need to have a contract where you're getting an allowance and you're getting a certain amount of money put in a bank account just in case something happens. You cannot be a housewife or a house girlfriend and you have no allowance, you have no future plan when this man decides that he want to die on you or he want to leave you. It's not logically, it doesn't make any sense, you know? But it doesn't matter. Young, old, middle age, it doesn't matter. Whoever you rock with spiritually, cool. But I agree with you, Renee. I agree with you. It's true. The more you heal and you have that energy and that vibrancy to you, you're going to naturally attract younger people. But as a man, if you want a younger woman, you need to have a plan for her. You can't just want to be with a beautiful young woman. No. What else? How are you going to take care of this woman? Yeah, you gotta understand, fellas. Y'all love younger women. You have to understand that there's other men who like her too. All right. So, and they'll say, "Oh, you should just gonna leave me for the man who got more money." Duh. Even our ancestors did it. Like, duh. Why would she trust you if you can't take care of yourself? Why? That would make no sense. Angelique, our sweet friends you have in your chat are great people, but the bots are very wild sometimes. Yeah, it's so many bots. I mean, they don't really bother me like that. I like snapping back at them. They're fun. I mean, it's fun to snap back at them. Paradigm says, enjoy the Mexican food. Paradigm, you see this right here? You see this? This is going in the trash. You missed the beginning of the video, I believe. This is a tamale, which is disgusting. I try to support the locals and then eat some nasty tacos. That's $10 US down the drain, and I'm starving. And that was my last. I spent my last, okay? And then, thank God, I have a mango that I can eat later. And I got some juice that I have bought. Because I didn't eat for the day. I took a bite of that nasty ass food. I had some good sushi while I was here. I had some good Jamaican food while I was here. And I did have one good burrito so far while I was here. But today I try to support smaller businesses and a food strand, and it was disgusting. It's nasty. I couldn't do it. So please pray that I find good Mexican food while I'm here, because I don't want to keep supporting, other people from different countries, pretty much. Sleeping in the club. Yeah, man, he was sleeping in the club. Hopes and dreams shattered. Don't say that. Hopes and dreams don't shatter. I would never want to go back to my 20s. Oh my God, I was so broken. You think I'm broke now? I was so broke in my 20s. All my friends were narcissists. Oh my God, all the men I date, I was in a narcissistic romantic relationship for 6 long years of my 20s. Oh my, I wish I could get those years back. Could you imagine? I spent my good years, all right? And I don't even want to talk about like sex and stuff like that, but no. The sex you have in your 20s is not the same sex you have in your 30s and 40s. It's just different, especially when you are spiritual. Like, nah, it's different. It's so different. It's just more intense when you get older. The older woman, our body changes. Like, I thought I was having sex in my 20s. That was not sex. That was not real sex, okay? A whole bunch of nothing. Let's see. 22 is a master number. That is true. You said, Showtime says, if you could see demons, if you blessed to a degree, you can shake them off, right? What you mean? Oh, thank you, Ray. Thank you for the 20. Thank you so much, boo. Because of y'all, I'll be able to eat later. Thank you. I'm just checking. Okay. Thank you. I had to keep checking because make sure it actually went through. Okay. So let's see. Lottie says Gemini men are artists. They are. Yep, most of them are artists. Oh, Victor said Gemini women are unpredictable. My thing about Gemini women, most of them are boy crazy. Okay. And they got to be careful. If you're a Gemini woman and you're in this chat, you have got to be careful. So I think one of the things that they need to do is in this lifetime, they need to decenter men. All right. I think they naturally come into this planet wanting love. All right. If you're gay, you know, that means you're woman crazy. They really, it's like they make their lover their everything, and they put in years and it's just like they literally become addicted. You know, they want to live in their partner's skin. They constantly want to be with a man, that they fuck up friendships. They don't value friendships the same. But then when that man disses them, then they want to run to people who was trying to be their friend. You know, so they have to learn to decenter men, or they're really going to lose a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and spiritually go downhill. I've had a lot of Gemini friends over my lifetime, over 40 years, okay? And I haven't met one that wasn't male-centered, you know, and it ruins them. It really ruins them, and friends leave them because of it, you know, because they can't deal with hearing about this man 24/7. No healed woman's gonna want to be friends with a woman who's constantly talking about men all the time and my man, my man, my man, my man. And most of the time, the men that they love, they're not into them like that. They're not into them like that at all. You never had a relationship and you 18. Don't worry about that. I didn't have my first relationship until I was, you know, you don't count your five when you're 5 and 6 years old with a little boyfriend. I had like little boyfriends when I was 5 and 6 or 8, you know, stuff like that. That don't count. That ain't no real relationship. But I didn't have my first adult relationship until I was 19. I lost my virginity and I was gonna be 20 that year. So, you know, 18, my advice, wait it out for as long as you can. But don't wait it out too long that you don't know how to communicate. You can date and not be intimate with people, okay? You don't have to sleep with people just to date them. He said, nope, Gemini women and Gemini men. Nope. That's funny. That's funny. I had a Gemini boyfriend once and he was obsessed with me. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord, I gotta get rid of these trolls is out of control today, guys. Wow, I've been talking for 2 hours. I'm gonna have to get off of here soon. Who? You said you got mega years. I could tell the future. She lucky she's surviving probably. Who? They said, why you spamming? Right? These people are crazy. What? Renee says that's the problem with young men, no money. So I just have fun with them. They bring out my inner child. And somebody said, Renee, I bet you got kids and no money. Renee got money. I confirm it. Renee got money. I think Renee got one daughter, right? You got one child. Sorry to put your business out there. She got one child and she got money. I confirm that. But you tried it though. But that's the truth. Most young men don't have money in the Black community. They don't. And that's fine. You know, it takes time. You know, one thing I realized, if a man doesn't have money by at least 35, 40, he's probably, he most likely he's going to, you know, leave this planet without that, you know, money. Miss Denise says, hey, Ange, how are you? I'm good. How are you, Denise? Paradigm said, it's not worth dating, in my opinion, if you're not financially stable. That is true. Listen. Like, I don't have a lot of money, but I do own my home. You know, I do have a job. I do have a hustle. I do have a platform. I can take care of myself. You don't have to have a lot of money to date. Okay. Can you take care of yourself? Or are you living with someone else? Then you don't need to be dating. If you have to live with your if you have to live with your parents and you don't live like New York, I kind of let it slide. You know what I'm saying? I kind of let it slide in New York because it's very expensive. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with like people coming together and helping each other. Because I've dated like Haitian dudes who live with their parents, but they worked a good job, and it's based on culture too. But most Americans, we're not like that. We're like, oh, you got to get your own. But are they educated? Do they have a career? Do they have a job? If you cannot feed yourself, if you cannot clothe yourself, if you cannot wash your ass by yourself, you have to depend on somebody for these things. If you have to depend on someone else for shelter, you probably shouldn't be dating. And if you are going to date, just know that you and your partner are going to struggle, or it's going to fall on that partner who makes more money. That's all I'm going to say. Even me as a woman, last year, I was so broke last year, guys. Y'all already know. My business crumbled. I couldn't find a 9 to 5. I was so broke. I wasn't traveling. It was terrible. I didn't date last year at all. You know, I was fooling around with somebody, but I did not date anyone. Sorry for the banging. They doing construction across my hotel. That might have been a sign for me to shut up. You see that? As soon as I start talking, it starts banging again. If you can't take care of yourself, also, if you don't know who you are, if you're unhealed, you don't know who you are, why are you dating? How am I date you? You don't even know who the hell you are. Who the fuck am I dating? You get it? So it's not that a lot of women want men who got money, but it's just like, damn, bro, you don't got the basics. You don't got the basics. Let me tell you, when I became a homeowner, I inherited a home back in 2015, right? So yes, I did get a head start because my family, you know, my grandmother, my father's mother has money. So I did inherit a home, but I also still kept my home in 2024, and I became a homeowner in 2015, right? And I didn't just do that because I'm just sitting on my ass, right? I could have lost everything. Anyway, many people get inheritance and lose it, all right? I want to say that. But when I became a homeowner in 2015, do you know how many men was like, can I move in with you? Bruh, what? Why was ex-lovers popping out of nowhere talking about, can I move in with you? Men who never wanted to commit to me all of a sudden was like, oh, let's be together. Can I move in with you? I want us to live together. Male friends, my own best male friend at the time, he had a job, very good job, you know, can I move from South Carolina to come live with you? Negro, what? I even had a male friend who was making $150,000 a year asked to come live with me. So what is this? What is this thing with men trying to live off of women's energy and finances? What is that? So, if, like I said before, if you can't take care of yourself, if you don't have housing, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. You should at least have the basics. Tim says a fine line between tricking and holding a woman down. That's true. That's true. Ooh, I think I might have to end that live. That banging is annoying me now, guys. Ooh, I feel like I'm breaking out on my forehead again. That bang is that banging loud, guys? because it's literally like next door. I think they're building like a condo across from me. Yeah, that's just my experience, okay? All right. Is light banging to you? Noah said yes, it's loud. Noah says yes, it's loud. I would go to the rooftop, but oh, it's loud. Okay. All right, guys. That might be the universe telling me to shut up. I did talk to y'all for 2 hours and 14 minutes. I will be back on live sometime this weekend. Okay. Just watch the playback. Click like on this video. Thank you to everybody who donated. I will be back this weekend for more donations. Okay. Thank you, Lottie. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Ray, for the donations. I really appreciate it. To donate and to book a phone session, all that information is always in my description bar in the comment section. Okay. I will definitely be back on live because I'm by myself, so I can talk, I'll be back on live sometime this weekend, most likely. When I get to like the next town that I'm going to and I have time, then I'll definitely do a live, okay, before the weekend is over. And let me know what you want to talk about the next time I get on live. And please stay safe. Thank you for your subscription, Sam. Please stay safe, guys. The energy is something else. All right. It's something else. So please stay safe. Thank you for hanging out with me for 2 hours. Now I got to find out where I'm going to book, what next town I'm going to book. I have to look up some Airbnbs and some hotels. And I got to find some damn food for dinner because I haven't ate because the food was disgusting. All right. Keep me in prayer, guys, that I'll be safe. All right. Love you. Talk to you soon.